Hey guys, this is Laurel of the Dabbling Hook, and ouch, I'm burning myself, and I've got lipstick over my cup all over, and it's hot. Okay, so how's everyone? Squeaky chair as usual. I'm back from vacation, and I'm tired. I'm very tired. Um, we had early flights leaving. Ooh, I'm crooked too, and we had early flight coming back, so there was not a lot of sleep gotten on those 2 days. Anyway, had a good time. For the most part, everyone got along. Grumpy teenagers and all that, but for the most part, I could have used another week. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys had a good week. Anyone who was on vacation, hope you had a good week. We came back to, it was an okay day yesterday, but by nighttime it rained and the wind kicked up like crazy. I was a little concerned middle of the night when the wind was just really howling, but it's Saturday today, the 20th. I left and did grocery shopping and came right back because it's just been raining all day long. While I was packing up groceries into the back of the car, downpour, so everything was just soaked. So I'm not going anywhere today. I'm not going anywhere tomorrow if I can help it. So enough of that. That's life update. What do? We went to DC. We did the sites. We did Smithsonian, Museum of Natural History, saw the Hope Diamond. Hopefully I'll intersperse pictures in here. We did the African American History Museum, History and Culture Museum. We went by the White House. Thankfully we didn't see you-know-who. Yeah, it was good. We did the rounds. The last day we were there was Thursday. We took one of the bus tours. So it was nice to sit. We did a lot of walking, but we also did a lot of eating. It was good. This is the first time we've gone on vacation where we usually do like timeshare type stuff where we bring our food. This is the first time we didn't have to do any of that, so we ate out a lot. And I got Ubered. I've never done Uber before because, I drive everywhere. But it was nice not having to wait. The cost, of course, wasn't so great, but it was just nice to be able to put in that app and, 1 minute to 4 minutes later, there was a car. So that was good. Anyway, what are you talking about? I didn't get a lot of crocheting done. The week before and even during vacation, I kind of made it a point not to do too much. Plus, our suitcases with our whole flight stuff I mentioned last time, we couldn't bring a whole lot, so there wasn't a lot of room to pack, and I had to leave a little bit of room to, go yarn shopping. I only went to one place because there was only one place around. So, what are we talking about? My notes are over there. So, whips. I have, I'm just having some orange pekoe tea with Earl Grey tea. The extra bold Earl Grey. I like to mix it. I like it strong. Plus, I'm so tired. I need it. Not that caffeine really does anything for me. My whips. I did bring my Me project with me, which is the Malabrigo yarn I bought a little while ago. I needed to have something different. I couldn't work on the same thing all at the same time or the whole time. So I brought one knit project and I brought 3 skeins of yarn, and they're all Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. I've had there for maybe about a month, so I brought it with me. I'm gonna try not to say so much. I was rewatching one of my old videos to see what I had already talked about, and I say a lot. But anyway, I added a few inches on. It is, like I said, it's raining. It's still really windy. There's no sun, but the light is working here right now for the time being. We'll see how long that lasts. It's around 4:30, by the way. So this is the Malabrigo Anniversario, and you'll see my acquisition. I have another one that I bought, but it's funny how the colorways are it's the same name, but they look so different. The first time I saw this colorway was on a post last year on Instagram. Somebody had it, and the colors were so vibrant. I went stalking. I needed to find that. And then when I finally found it in stores, I'm like, I was so disappointed. It didn't look anything like the one that the person had in her posts. Even this one doesn't look the same. Hers was just bright and rich and just, you know, those colors that's like, I need that, one of those. So it looked nice in the skein. I still like it, but it's not as bright and vibrant. And this is how it's knitting up. You're seeing a lot more pink here, but when it knits up, you're seeing, to me, I'm seeing more of the blues, the darker colors. But anyway, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I think I'm just going to make a plain beanie, sort of semi-sock head, but this is, I believe this is worsted, right? Pure Merino Superwash 200. I believe it's worsted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the worsted. It's the Rios. So, I want a long brim that I can fold up, and also do the slouch thing. So I'm gonna go a little further. I think I'm, what am I? 3.5 inches maybe right now. So I think I only got like maybe an inch into it because, like I said, we did a lot of walking around and it wasn't conducive to. I think I only brought it one place with me. All right, so that's that. My whip. What else? So I brought this yarn bee. The soft and sleek, and to me this is, and I am convinced that most of the yarns out there are the same yarns, probably just different colorways and repackaged for the different stores, because this is the soft and sleek, which is very reminiscent of the Premier, the low pill one from Premier. I think the Deborah Norville. Is that what it's called, or did they rename it? But very similar. Regardless, it's soft. And this is, oh goodness, I ripped it. So what's the colorway? Berry Mix. So it's grays, dark grays, reds, reddish, pinks, purples. Not my usual, but I'm finding that my usual is changing. Not the yellows, of course. That'll always be there. But anyway, I brought this, and I brought 2 skeins of, I love this yarn, Prince, and one of them was this colorway, and it's called Belladonna, this one. And then the other colorway I brought was this. Ooh, it's blowing out a little. And this one is called, say hi. Such a jerk. This one is called Crushed Raspberry, pretty sure. Yeah, Crushed Raspberry. Basically, it's a white, off-white background with specks of really bright, almost neon pinks and grays. I really like this one. Again, pinks seem to be growing on me for whatever reason, but I really like this, and I'm really thinking of going to get another skein of it, or see what other colors they have. But I like this Crushed Raspberry. So this is just a square. I'm doing a little twist on the Creative Grandma did it, and Fiber Spider also has a pattern. I think Carrie Penny's doing it too, where you do, I think they either do a treble crochet, front post treble crochet, or a double, a front post treble crochet or front post double crochet 1 row below, and I'm just doing just a little variation on that, and it was just no plans. I'm going to turn this into a lovey, basically. I just wanted to use the yarn because I bought it and it was sitting in a plastic bag, and when I was looking for yarns to bring with me, I pulled those out. So I've used up all of this because I used it in something else. So I'm going to finish it off with this, and then also save enough to use for like the arms of the lovey to make it look like she has a shirt on or something. So anyway, that I need to finish. And then this is a headband that I'm planning on writing up. This yarn I am working on, he's doing it on purpose. Such a jerk, 13-year-old jerk. Uh, where was I? Belladonna. I love this yarn. I'm working on a project for the fall, and I can't show you what it is. But this was the leftover yarn, and I made this out of it, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna bake this now and write up the pattern or wait till later. So headband coming soon. So that's whips. The other two things I'm working on the pattern test for Petra. I have all the limbs and everything done. I just need to work on the body and head of the fox. So hopefully I'll get to that next week, because I was hoping to get it done last week, but you know, work and getting ready for vacation totally took over. I underestimated my time commitments, so hopefully I'll get that done. And it's not something I could have taken with me. I need to put this down, but closer to me, but I don't want to put it on to get a cup ring. Oh, can't go wrong with a good cup of tea. I hope I didn't stop all that, because then I'm going to have to re-record. Okay, what else am I doing? George's not going to get done for April. Bummer, but I am going to get George done. Finish objects. Oh, wait. I'm also doing, what am I doing? I'm working on the other Cal that I joined, which was the Softy Cal. Last year I did it. It's hosted by the Underground Crafter. The Cal Central Facebook group page is where all the stuff, all the information is put. It links to her page as well. So the first one, I'll show you in a bit, but I'm working on the second one. I am 2 weeks behind. I was late getting started because I wasn't going to join, then I joined. So I finished the first one last week while I was away. Actually, no, I'm 2 weeks behind. The week before, the week I started, the second one had already come out. So it's a bumblebee pattern by Moogly, Tamara Kelly of Moogly blog, and I'm working on that. And instead of just regular, I'm using stash. So instead of going to buy yellow and black, I am using, and I'm not sure if this yarn is still around, and I have it all taped up, but it's Loops and Threads Urban, and it's just like a barber pole. It's whatever color it is, wound with a white color as well. So there is the mustard or a gold color, there's black, there is, pardon me, red, and I use that for some of the parts. Whoops, that just fell. I have the full skein over there. I just took, because the part I needed for the red was just a little bit, so I just wound a little ball. So there's that. I have the legs done, the wings done, the eyes, which I think I'm going to have to, for the pattern, she uses 2 strands for most of it. I'm not doing the 2 strands, so mine's going to be smaller. So I didn't realize that till after I had done all the limbs. So, and I had done the eyes and the cheeks. And I think I'm going to have to modify it to come out a little smaller, so, which shouldn't be too difficult. So that's what I'm working on. The bumblebee. I think it's the Elegant Bumblebee? Something bumblebee. But hers, I think it's like a little pillow size for a couch. Mine's going to be much smaller. So that's that. That is it for whips. Finished objects. So part of the Softy Cal, the first one, like I said, I was late. The first one was a giraffe by Marie Sugarez. I'm sure I'm saying her last name wrong, but she's the Underground Crafter. Last year she did the pillow, the pocket pillow lion. That was really cool, and ooh, did I do here? Ooh. Ooh, I somehow tacked it when I was sewing in the mouth. So I'm going to have to clip that carefully. I just tacked the pocket. Anyway, this is supposed to be a zebra, or a black and white zebra, but of course, you know, why go typical? Plus, again, I'm using stash, so I didn't have an open black and white skein. I didn't want to do black and white, basically, so I did, these were, what is it? AC Moore's, the Studio Classic. And then this is some Isaac Mizrahi yarn that I've had there for probably a good couple of years. I got it on clearance. And you're probably hearing a lot of life noises because hubby's cooking. Yeah, noise. So the lion is, the lion. She did the lion last year, so she just basically did the same concept and made it into a zebra instead. So, what am I trying to say? Yeah, Angelia really liked the lion last year, and she made a couple variations on that. I think she made like a Santa one or something. So, anyway, this was the first one. And that's it. I just need to, right here, I don't know what I was doing, but I went a little too far, so I need to surgically clip that to make sure the pocket's open. Or it could be a two-sided pocket. Anyway, so that's the lion. He's all done. Or she, or whatever you want to call it. And it called for a heart button nose, which I didn't have, so I just try to make one with yarn. Or with thread. Embroidery thread. So that's the lion. I don't think I showed this one last time, but maybe I showed it when it was half. Chubby bunny. And if I did, I'm showing again. That's its tail. So last time I was making it and I ran out with one ear to go. So I had to go buy another ball, another skein to finish the ear. So he's all done, and I gave him a mouth because I like to do the smiles. That's that. What else do we have? Part of the stash busting cowl for the square now is the, what's it called? The spike double crochet, long double crochet. I forget what the name is. I'll put it on the screen or the link below. So this was the next, everything looks crooked. My tripod, one of the legs is missing a little point at the bottom, and I think either that or my computer is just crooked and it makes me look crooked. But anyway, this is it. I don't like how it came out. Look at that. It's just all loosey-goosey, even the edges. I didn't like my choice of colors, so I think I'm gonna have to remake it because it's not bringing me joy. It's funny how, like, one little phrase can just, like, seep into your vocabulary. But yeah, I'm not liking how it came out. It's just, it feels like there's no structure to it. So I need to redo that. And the next one should be coming out this coming Wednesday, so. My coaster is a frisbee. What's her name? Oh, I just saw her page this morning. Oh, what is her name? Something Hooker? Ugh. I'll write it on the screen once I find out what it is. But she had this frisbee pattern that I bought ages ago. She does the Ziggy hat and the something else hat that I used to make a lot. Oh man, can you hear that? It's really loud. That's what happens when men cook. I know I'm generalizing, but that's what happens when men cook. Anyway, frisbee. So it's always there. If you, like when the minions aren't listening and you're calling them and they're all plugged in and you just take that and like you fling it at them. They won't get hurt, but you'll get their attention. Just saying. Anyway, I am going on and on and on. So that's that. My other finished items, which you guys saw in that last extra video I did right before I left on vacation, but just a little up close. This is the result of the last hibiscus tea. Now, this is the hibiscus tea, which is basically a tea stain. There's none of that red, gorgeous red, reddish pink color. So I was so disappointed that I dipped 1/2 in some of the orange dye that I had, just to give it a little flair. So it looks like a little creamsicle right now. So I was really frustrated that it still, after all that, didn't take. So I needed it to have some color. So I just added some to that. So it's half hibiscus stain, not even tea, and half just some orange. And then the next one, so this, I'm going to pull that out. This is the annatto that I mentioned, which is, it's a seed. I forget the name of the seed, but it's ground into a powder, and it's used for cooking a lot in Spanish cooking and I think Asian cooking, if I'm not mistaken. But it's used to give that like orangey red color to food, as well as the flavor too, but more for the color. So talk about creamsicle. This one, the ground seeds, when you put it in the water, it does not dissolve. So if anyone ever wants to try that, stay away from the ground unless you can filter it first. Or actually, that's what I should have done, was put it in some kind of pouch and then put it in, because I have a lot more of that. See, sometimes you just need to talk it out. That's what I'll do next, because right now it's just sitting there, and I hadn't planned on cooking with it, but I can put it in a pouch of some sort and then put it in the water. Yeah. Anyway, the color was a nice orangey, not really deep, but nice orange color. But I had to rinse it so much because those the little grains, because it didn't dissolve, was all through the yarn, and not only did it take forever to rinse out, one, to get all those particles out, but just the color just kept running and running and running and running. And surprisingly, I still got color. There's still orange, and it's blown out here. It's showing really pale, but there's, no, this is showing almost yellow. But it's a good creamy orange color, like a creamsicle color. And I think I did the dip dye to it, so this is the top where I was holding it, where it's still light. But it's got good color. Smells yummy like the conditioner. Now, the bad thing, because I had to manipulate it so much, I had a ton of felting. It's just stuck to each other. So there's going to be like a lot of, yeah, see that? I'm going to have to unwind it and then try to reskein it and cake it. But right now it looks like a very rustic yarn. Whoops, yarn down. It looks like a very rustic yarn because of all the felting and all the manipulation. So, and I'm still working on my bad winding. I'll get to that later. So that's that. Pardon me. The other two that I am super happy with, you guys saw when I was trying to do the speckling and the glorious bright green that's not being given its due justice, but it's blown out here. But look, speckly on one side, and it's so much richer than it's showing on the camera. I absolutely love it, and I need to figure out something to do with that. It'll probably be a hat, of course, because, you know, that's the way I do it. That's the way I do it. So yeah, it's that. And then the other one, this was just the remaining of all the dyes. I didn't want to just leave them there because there was a little bit left, so I just added them all together. And again, blown out. Oh, there you go. Look at that. It's just beautiful. So this was that I was saying in the video, and you can't see it. It's like a rich orangey red color. Ah, so pretty. So this was, I was trying to get the right gold color, and it was coming out more reddish orange, so I had 2 different tries and they didn't work, so I just mixed them together, so it came out to this. And then I had the gold color left, some of the purple left, and where they blend, I love where they blend, and I want to play with that some more. I do. I want to layer colors, because it's so much nicer, and I will get to all that rolling later. Alright, so that's it for the yarns. Acquisitions. It's going to be some rustling. Oh, before I do that, 1 second. I don't think I've shown my darn good yarns in a while, and I think I'm going to give it a couple more months, and then I think I'm going to cancel. Because I'm just amassing it, and even if I were to give away, I think I've given away a couple of things from the darn good yarn. It's just, it's not economical just to buy it and amass it. But these were the last 2 that came. This one is like a dark reddish pink and purple, and then this one is just that like rainbow barber pole with the black yarn. And then this one came today. And same thing, this is more teal-y with the different colors. So I think I'll be able to put them all together. I have one other one up there. I might put them all together and do a Z and do some kind of wild color project. Don't know yet, but their days are numbered, I'm afraid. We shall see. And this one came with, excuse me, buttons. I forget who, I think Z showed. It came with the mother of pearl buttons, or mother of pearl-ish. The back of them are just black. So yeah. That's that. And last, vacation acquisition. So, having garlic bread for dinner, and it smells yummy in here right now. So I was talking about the Anniversario yarn that I'm using right now for my me project. And while I was at the store, this is the store I went to. It's Looped Yarn Works in DC. I think the other 2 stores I saw on the map, one was in Georgetown, one was in Alexandria. But this one was probably about 10 minutes away from where, 10-15 minutes from where we were staying. But the Anniversario, if I could find it, if you're buying it, you have to buy, you know, they say buy enough to finish your project, because these are the same colorways, and my light is going, so this is not showing at all what it is. But can you believe these are the same colors? Complete different. Let me make sure I'm not making a lie of myself. Nope, Anniversario. Complete different colors. This one hardly has any yellow or greens. It's more blue. This one is yellows, greens, and this vibrant. I've had to edit out naked people walking through my, half-naked people walking through my videos. So, as I was saying, Anniversario. Look at that. Totally different. I can't. Anyway, life. So this one drew me because it was just, yeah, the yellows, it's just so much brighter, and it reminded me more of what I'd seen on that person's posts on Instagram. Not exactly, but it's just, yeah, dye lots or batch work, or because I guess Malabrigo is done in small batches, so they're all going to be, each batch is going to be so vastly different, but I couldn't pass it up. So this one, this is Rios. This one is, I believe, Arroyo. So this one is the DK. And I don't know why I didn't look first, but the color, you know, that's the first thing that drew me in, so I had to get it. Now the other thing I saw, so this store had all the yarns. They had Quince & Co., they had Dragon Horde, a lot of the other ones that I hear that you know, we don't buy it all the time, so you don't know. So hopefully I will have put pictures in, or I will put pictures in. But Quince & Co., you hear that all the time on the knitting podcasts, and I'm like, oh, look at that. So this is their Lark. They had, I think, maybe like 5 or 6 different lines in the Quince & Co. This is the Lark. This is the worsted. For some reason, I was drawn to this soft pink color. I don't know why, but I didn't. I chose the gray. This is a heather gray. They had a little darker gray. This is the heather gray and a yellow, and this is called Carrie's Yellow. I don't know if it's named after something. I have no idea. Like this one is Kumlian's Gull. Kumliens, Kumlian's Gull. It sounds like it's after a show or a character or something. I don't know. But I was surprised by this. It's $9.50 a skein, but then I looked at it, it's worsted, and it's only 134 yards, which I thought was kind of small for worsted. It's usually like 2 something. But the people who run it, Jessica and Shelley, and one of them said that they only do half skeins in the worsted for Quince & Co. I don't know, but you know, I bought it just because, you know, I can say now I've had Quince & Co. What am I going to do with it? I don't know. Next thing, I was just looking around and I touched this Barocco vintage and it was just so soft. It is 52 acrylic, 40 wool, 8 nylon, and it's just so soft. And it is I want to say it's a worsted. They don't have any colorways on here. It's 218, so it's got to be a worsted. It just has a color number, but it's a nice rust color, and it's just, yeah, right there. It's just, can you get closer? It's so pretty. It's just, and it's soft. It's so soft. It kind of reminds me of these 2 colors if they were mixed. More of the bottom color and light speckling of this. That's what, yeah, now it's blowing out. Oh, look at that. It's so soft though, so I may have to invest in this. But then I was watching The Drunk Knitter, and she has a list or group of her, what did she call them? Her canceled yarn company. And she was saying that, you know, based on your beliefs and your preferences, your political leanings, blah, blah, blah. Not everyone has the agency, the ability to not use a yarn. If you want to participate and you want to, you know, work with your yarn. Because some people live far, far away from most of the yarn companies or yarn stores, or they don't even have the big box stores around, and sometimes Hobby Lobby is the only one around. And I know some people aren't in with their political leanings or anything else surrounding Hobby Lobby. Yes, I go. I don't go often, but whatever. I think Barocco was on, was it Barocco? No, it wasn't Barocco. It wasn't Barocco. It was, I'm pretty sure it was Cascade brand that was in her list. I'll have to look up why, because I will say I wasn't aware of what they do and don't do, and some people are more in tune with that. But this Barocco yarn, it's just so soft and squishy, and it's so folly, rusty gorgeousness. Look at that. I have no idea. I gotta stop by. Okay, are you guys ready? Because I was looking around the store. You walk in, it's upstairs, small place. They're cashier tables. They were sitting there knitting away, and you go to your right, and they even had Wool and the Gang stuff there too. They had all the yarns there, and then there was another section over there. I think this side was more the bulky and worsted, and they had this, and then the super bulky, they had this Malabrigo, was it the Rasta, in this gorgeous color. I mean, it just sucked me right over, and I'm like, nope, you can't, it's just, you're never going to use it. You have no plans. So I just stopped, but it was so pretty, so pretty. Anyway, and then if you go to the left, that was all the lace and DK and the thinner yarns. So I was just looking around, and then there was this woman, she saw me looking, and she's like, oh, let me get out of here. I'm like, oh, no, you're fine. You know how we are in the stores. You're good, just stay where you are. And then she was looking at, I forget what the brand was. And then you know, how we are, yarnies, we started talking. She couldn't make up her mind. And then I turned around, and I was like, I did an audible gasp. And she didn't even have to like turn and whip her head. She knew right away. She goes, I know, right? Are you ready? What they had there in Washington, D.C., last place you expected to see it. Ready? You better. You had better. Focus. Darn you. Ugh. The rudeness of it all. Hold on. Can you make it out? Come on, come on. Do it for the people. Do you see that? All I have to say, it's a good thing I went there by myself, because I would have been looked at with disdain and pure confusion. But I went by myself. I took an Uber and I went by myself, and then there was a woman there who knew exactly what I was feeling, and it's just yarn, but there's just something about, and they're not even my colors, but there's just something about, it's, I was looking for that. She has this golden color, but they like, yeah, that one went like in a blink. She said people were even calling before. I guess they had a trunk show of sorts there, and it was on a table, and you can tell, hopefully I'll put in the picture, half the table was already gone. She's like, yeah, that color went. People were calling ahead of time asking if you had that colorway, but it's so antique-y. It's almost, it reminds me of if you went like, what's that word? Antiquing. That's what her yarns remind me of. You know, it's like something that's out, that's weathered, and it's rusting, and all those beautiful natural colors are coming out. That's what that is. Look at that. That's what I want to do, or want to be able to do. Those layers of colors. And then this darkness here, that's not even in my wheelhouse at all. I mean, there were so many, and some of the colors were just, like there was another one of this, but it had more of a greenish, a light yellowy greenish color here, so it's just subtle differences in the colorway. So this one is called, this is a sport weight, and me, why did I buy sport weight? Only because it was La Bien Amie. It's Drogon, not dragon, Drogon, D-R-O-G-O-N. That's that colorway. And look at this price. I don't usually pay that much money for yarn. Look at that. It was, you know, it was one of those, it was vacation. It was vacation yarn. It doesn't count. And this one is called, how appropriate. I think I picked up something different before. This is called Souvenir. Right? It's Souvenir of my vacation. And I didn't have to go. That's what the lady said, the woman who was there. She was making, what was she making? What was she making? She had the project with her. She was making the featherweight. So she was using the fingering weight singles. I'm like, yeah, no, nope. but she was making the featherweight cardigan, and she had already bought 2 sets of yarns for another project that she was doing, but you know, she was undecided, so she was in buying more. Like, that's $68. Do you know what you can get at like Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby even for $68? But you know, how often are you gonna land on this? So this is gonna be one of those, you know, put on your big girl panties and figure something out to do with sport weight, which is, to me, might as well be lace because it's so damn skinny. I don't know how knitters do this with these skinny yarns. Yeah. So, enough of my gushing. That was my, yep, that was my vacation yarn buy. Oh my god. All right. Last but not least, there's something sticky on here. Must be the honey. Pardon me. The giveaway. 1,500 subscriber giveaway. So, before I do that, I'm going to say that we're going to have another giveaway soon because I realize I've had a couple of items that were donated by other podcasters that I have yet to give away. So, I will mention it now, just that we're going to have another, just because giveaway soon. But, first, the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. I'm going to send you to the video,
Hey
and I'll
everyone,
be back.
this is Laurel, and it's time to pick the 2 winners for the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. So, URL is in, and there were 78 unique comments. So, let us do the first one. Sarah Wise. Good for you experimenting with yarn dyeing. They are beautiful. Thank you, Sarah. All right. Next one. Okay. Sorry about the glare. Paul Ivy. Great giveaway, thanks. Your bags are very nice. Oh, the hat is nice too. Thank you. I wore the hat all week on vacation. Thank you. So, you guys, my information will be down below. Send me an email of where you would want your winnings sent. Sarah, you get first choice, so let me know if you want the blue bag or the pink one. All right.
Okay.
Talk to you guys.
So, congratulations, Sarah and Paul. My information's below, like I said. Send me an email. Now, I did say you have to be a subscriber, and I did make every effort to go see if you're a subscriber, and I couldn't find either one of you. So, I don't want to change the rules or change things at the end of the giveaway. So I will, you guys have 1 week. Today's Saturday, so you have till the 27th, I believe is the next Saturday, whatever next Saturday is, to send me an email with which one. Sarah, you were first, so you get to pick which one that you want, the blue bag and what goes with it, or the pink bag and what goes with it. And you have 1 week to send me an email of which one and where you want it sent, and I will send that to you. Okay, so this is more of a request for help. How do you guys figure out, because I spent a good bit of time trying to figure out who's a subscriber, and I followed all the instructions for all the videos I found, and what I found is that only about a third of the subscriber list shows up. That means the majority of people, you guys, your settings are on private. Or there's something I'm missing, because I have, right now, I think I have 1,613 subscribers, and I was only able to bring up, not a third, a fourth, a quarter of them. 490 or so I was able to bring up. So if you guys out there know of a better way to, I can see the subscribers, and at the bottom of the list it says click more to show more, and I do that and I do that, and when I copied everybody and I filtered it, it's only about 490 people. So one, the majority of people, you guys are on private, or two, I'm missing something. So if you guys can help me out, anyone who's in the know, how do I get a full list? Most of the video, all the videos I've seen, there's no easy way to download the full list. It's just you have to go through the whole thing, and I was willing to do that, and I did that, but not everybody showed up. And some of the reasonings it says, again, is the big one is that you're on private. So in the future, if you enter a giveaway and I do go and check and I can't find you, you're going to be disqualified. Because from everything I've seen, I've followed all the instructions of finding people. It's just that you must be on private, and if I can't tell you're a subscriber, if you can send me a screenshot of, you know, you go and show that that you're subscribed to me, that'll work. But otherwise, these giveaways are for the subscribers, and if you're on private, I can't see that, and that's not fair to the other people. So congratulations after that long spiel to both of you. Again, you have 1 week, and then I will redraw if you do not contact me by next Saturday. And I forgot to show one thing. One other acquisition that I had was this book. And this was a complete, I think I have Kim to blame, and if not, I'm sorry. But I think it was her. Or someone else I saw this on. I know Clarissa Beth of Crochet Cakes is doing cactuses, succulents, and I'm not sure if this is the book, but I saw this on somebody's podcast and I went and bought it. Did I need to? No, not really, but I did. It's a cute little book. But yeah, that's the other acquisition I forgot to show, and now I am hot because it's very muggy here too. Yeah, I went to the post office earlier and sitting in there I almost melted, and I'm usually not the hot one. And no, it's not a hot flash. Yeah, that's it. I will talk to you guys soon if I get anything else done. I have a few bags I need to sew up that I've been behind on, but I'm itching to do some more dyeing, which is putting a damper on everything else. So we just need a break from, we need change. But change means I slow down on my yarn, and that's not good. I'm babbling again, so I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.